Good afternoon. Welcome to the Oswestry Campus Virtual Open event. In this session, we're going to be looking at the courses in health and social care and in childcare early years. We've got some short videos just to show you from the tutors, where they'll go into a little bit more detail about the different courses available, the various levels and what's involved. And then the tutors are on hand to then answer any queries you may have. So sit back and enjoy the videos and start thinking up of your questions.
Hello, my name is Carl Morris and I'm Head of North Shropshire College. I would like to welcome you to our Oswestry Campus Virtual Open event. I thought I would start by explaining why you should consider Oswestry for your post-16 education. We offer a wide range of general and career-specific courses ranging from sport, health and social care, early years, business, catering, plumbing, electrical, travel and tourism, hair and beauty, to name a few. Our teachers are available throughout the virtual open event to explain the details of each course. In most cases, we offer different levels of courses ranging from level 1, level 2 and level 3, and access to higher education. Virtually all of our students progress onto positive career paths, whether that is university, a job or an apprenticeship. Our timetable is very different to other colleges. The vast majority of our students come into college for 3 days per week. During this time, they work very hard, but they have freedom for part-time jobs, work experience on the other 2 days. This also reduces their travel time into college. We have excellent facilities for all our courses, with specialist workshops and practical areas where needed. If you are interested in a career in football, whether playing or coaching, please look into our football scholarship programme run in conjunction with TNS Football Club, the Welsh Premier League champions. If you have any questions, please take the opportunity to speak to teachers during this event. Staff will be available to discuss transport and finance queries as well. If you have not done so already, it is not too late to apply for next year. This can be done by filling in an application form found on our website. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy this event.
Hi, my name's Vicky Evans and I'm the course tutor on the Level 2 Childcare and Health and Social Care course that we run here at North Shropshire College. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the course and what you can expect if you come and join us. So first of all, I just want to explain that it's a dual course. So you get to study some childcare, which involves ages 0 to 5 years, and the health and social care side of it, we look at birth to death. So there's a huge amount that we cover with loads and loads of fun activities involved. It's a 1-year course, and when you finish the course you can either go on to level 3, health and social care, or childcare, because you'll have the knowledge ready to access those courses. You can of course get a job at the end of this as a level 2 practitioner as well, so you get some experience ready for the big wide working world. We like you to have a 1-day-a-week placement, and you can do that in either childcare or health and social care, but we'll help support you find that placement at the time. You need to access our course to have 4 GCSEs grade D or 3 and above, and to get a DBS check, which just checks that you have no criminal record and those kinds of things. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the course. So first of all, childcare, we have 2 units to study. The first one being an introduction to working with children aged 0 to 5. And in that we look at different settings that are available, getting ready for placement, so what you need to do and your roles and responsibilities. The second unit is about development and well-being of children aged 0 to 5, and we look at patterns of development, the importance of observations and assessments in these settings, some of the factors that might affect a child's development, and how to support children through everyday routines. So we have lots of fun in our childcare classroom. We might try lots of activities that you can take to your placement. We do lots and lots of creative, exciting things, as well as the academic side of things, so it's a good fun side to the course. Health and social care, that's 3 units of study. The first is an introduction, which discusses job roles, how people can access health and social care services, what care needs might be at different life stages, and the regulations and policies that surround health and social care settings. The second unit that we look at is about professional practice, so looking at roles and responsibilities, care values, partnership working between different health and social care services, and career pathways, so where you can go after studying your health and social care qualifications. And the final unit is development through life stages, so what changes as you progress through your life. So there's so many interesting things to look at with both courses. We are in college 3 days a week, and like I said, you have a placement 1 day a week, and I will support you through all of that. Anyway, if there's anything else you'd like to know, please contact us at North Shropshire College, and we'll look forward to seeing you in September. Take care.
Hi, my name is Sian Lyons and I am the course tutor for Level 3 Childcare and Education at North Shropshire College. Now, this is a fantastic course for anybody who is considering a future career in working with children in a caring capacity. So perhaps you're considering a career in working in a nursery or daycare environment in the future, or perhaps you're considering working in education and considering the option of becoming a teaching assistant. This course would be suitable for all of those future careers. Level 3 is a 2-year course, and it's designed so that upon completion of the course you are awarded a licence to practice. So should you wish to go straight into employment, you can do, but for those of you who are perhaps considering going on to university, then this is an ideal route also. Now, some of the more popular courses that my students tend to progress on to are primary school teaching, working with children with special educational needs, child developmental psychology, speech and language therapy, but there are many courses out there available to you. Now, with the level 3, we have 3 days taught lessons in college, and you also have 2 days on placement each week. And as we specialise in working with children from birth to 5, whilst you're on placement, you have the opportunity to work with babies, toddlers and preschoolers, and you also have a reception age placement also. Now, we cover a really wide range of subjects as part of the 2-year programme. Some of those include child development, which we look at in detail. We look at safeguarding, perhaps for anybody who is considering going into social work in the future. We also look at things like nutrition and healthcare, and we also study the early years curriculum framework in detail. Now, this is a really nice course in that it mixes the knowledge side of the course with very practical hands-on learning experiences. So you will develop the theoretical knowledge that you need to work with children, but we also do lots of hands-on practical activities where you have opportunity to design and make your own resources and equipment that you will then take to placement and use in activities to support the children in your care. And you also have opportunity to share these with the parents of the children that you'll work with. Now, some of you might feel that you perhaps don't have the confidence yet to lead activities with children in a daycare setting, but there's no need to worry because we will support you to get to the point where you feel comfortable to do so. We also have lots of trips alongside the course, and we try to design them around the units that we're studying. So we will do things that we would do with the children in our care, so we will have trips to the likes of Chester Zoo and perhaps to the pantomime around Christmas time. So it's a really nice fun-filled course alongside the knowledge aspect as well. Now, entry requirements to get onto the course, you do require 5 GCSE 4/C grades or above, and that must include English language. Now, if you are interested and you require some more information, please have a look at the course details online, or if you're ready to make the leap and apply, you can also do so online. Thank you.
Hi everyone. My name's Lucy Edwards and I'm course lead for the Level 3 Health and Social Care course at North Shropshire College. So I'm just here today to give you a little bit of an overview of the course. Obviously it can't be done face to face right now, but hopefully this will provide you with some of the information you may have wanted to ask if you had come to one of our open evenings. So regarding the course itself, it is a post-16 course. So for those of you who finish your GCSEs and want to continue your education, a BTEC gives you an option to do that in an applied way, okay? On this course we have a range of units, okay? It's what we call an extended diploma. So we have multiple units over the first and second year. So I'm just going to tell you about a couple because I'd be here all day if I talked about them all, and we don't want that. So one of the first ones we look at is human lifespan development. And this looks at us as human beings and how we emotionally, physically, intellectually develop from that baby when we are first born right through to adult life, and how those aspects change as we grow. Another unit we look at is human biology and physiology, because for those of you who do want to work in a health and social care setting, it is really important that you understand how the human body works and what goes wrong, okay? Because you're going to be caring for those people potentially when those things go wrong, so a bit of understanding will be a great thing for you to learn. Another one we look at, working in health and social care. So this is a really important thing for us to teach you, so that when you do go out to these jobs, you are prepared for what you are going to be doing. To help you do that, alongside these units, you do an aspect of work experience. So we ask you as students to find, with our help if needed, a suitable placement for you to do a number of hours during the first and second year of the course. Now these have to be relevant work experiences, so we've had many go to nursing homes, to hospitals, and to charities is a really good one that's supported us over the years. But something that's relevant to you, something that's going to help you on your journey towards your eventual next educational step or into your work life. Some of the other units we've got are meeting individual care needs, promoting public health, psychological perspectives of health and social care principles, and safe working practices. So they're all key elements of working in the health and social care environment. The assessment on the course is via both exams and assignments. Okay. Luckily, we only have 2 exams a year. So you have 2 in the first year and 2 in the second year. We always do them in the January, get them out of the way. They are always on a set unit, so we know what unit is going to be assessed. Unlike A-levels where it's assessed on everything, luckily on BTEC we know which units are going to be assessed via those exams. So you are fully prepared. All of the units are internally assessed, so that is assignments during your time in college that are marked by ourselves, myself and the other tutor, and then sent off to Pearson, who will check our marking. There are time limits obviously on those assignments, but it's not done under exam conditions, as are the exams in January, so that's quite nice. Like all of our courses, the Level 3 Health and Social Care runs over 3 days, and it is a 2-year course, so you will only get your qualification after completing the 2 whole years. Okay, so first year and second year, and that is your qualification gained. I think the question I get asked most at open evenings and during discussions with students is, what can I do after this course? And that's a great question, because you don't want to be doing a course that potentially leads you to something that you didn't want to do. Thankfully with health and social care, there's so many options for you to do. There's the obvious, and the majority of my students to go into things like nursing, paramedic science, midwifery, radiology, those healthcare backgrounds, okay? But this year, for example, I've had a student who's going on to a role within a primary school as a teaching assistant, and I've got one student who's going on to study psychology with counselling at university. So there's a vast array of options for you at the end of this course, whether that's working or going on to study at university. Finally, the entry requirements for this course. So obviously we have to have entry requirements. We are not here to set you up to fail, so we want to make sure that you are always on the right course and always on the right level of that course. Now for the level 3, this is obviously the step above level 2, so GCSEs are your level 2, level 3 is then the step above, so we want to make sure that you're prepared for that step. So our entry requirements for this course are 5 GCSEs at a C if you're in Wales, or a 4 if you're in England, or above, okay, C or 4 or above. That is to include maths and English. Okay, as I've already said, some of your work is going to be done via assignments, some of it is going to be doing exams, and we want to make sure that you're prepared for that. Okay, now if you don't have those entry requirements, we do have a level 2 option, and that gives you a 9-month preparation course to then come on to the level 3. Okay, and there's some excellent tutors on that course that will give you all the tools you need to be able to then step onto the level 3 course. Now, if you have still any questions after watching this video, or you've watched the level 2 video and you're not quite sure which one would be suitable for you, then please feel free to contact us, okay, at the college. Obviously we're not there at the moment, but we are available via our emails, and there are still people working to make sure we get those emails and we can respond to them. So please don't hesitate to contact us and ask for any advice, any guidance that you may have after watching this video. So please stay safe, okay, and I will hopefully see some of you in September when all of this craziness has settled down. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.
Okay, so hopefully that's given you a good insight into the different courses that are available and the differences between the different levels. Now we've got Vicky on hand to answer some questions that you may have, and we've had a couple come through. So Vicky, if I can bring you onto the screen. So a couple of these were already answered in the video, but just to reiterate them, someone's asked sort of how many hours do you tend to study and what days will we be at college?
Okay, well, to answer that one first, it depends which course you're on. All the courses are considered as full-time. We haven't actually set which days are going to be which yet, so that will come out as more information as we move forward and get people onto the courses. For the level 2 childcare and health and social care dual course, you are face-to-face teaching for 2 days a week on that course, and then you'll be doing your maths and English alongside that. So in effect, you have 3 days at college, and you'll have a 1 day a week placement. If you do the level 3 childcare course, then you're in college for 2 days face-to-face with Sian. You have a 2-day placement and then 1 day of self-directed study. And the level 3 health and social care is very similar to that too. So I think that one answers that.
Lovely, thank you. Speaking of placements, someone said, how can I get a placement and how many days placement is required? So obviously already answered the number of days placement, but in terms of getting one?
Okay, well, with things that the way they are at the moment, we're anticipating that placements will be delayed somewhat, but we will answer that a bit closer to the time. So if you do level 2, you generally start a placement after October half term. We like you to try and find your own, and part of the learning on the course at the beginning is how to do this, so you'll be guided through that with your tutor. That's me. If you're on level 3, again, we like you to try and seek out your own placement. However, the course assessor who does your practical skills will be available to help you find places. We have some amazing direct links with settings all around Oswestry and the local area that we've worked with for many years, so we can help with that as well. And of course we have Footsteps Nursery that's on campus, who take quite a few of our students, so often have 2 level 3 and we'll take 2 level 2s as well. And similarly for health and social care, your tutor will be able to help you find a placement if you struggle on your own. Generally, most students find them, so whether they write a letter, go and say hello, I don't think anybody's ever struggled in the past. So yeah, we can help you and we can help support you.
Okay, brilliant, thank you. Someone's asked about course fees. What do they cover?
Okay, the course fees pretty much covers anything that you will have to do at college. So this will cover your resources, any activities we do in class, any trips, and everybody who goes on placement will be required to wear a uniform, which takes the format of a polo shirt, and it has our logo on it and your name, if it's appropriate to have your name on it. That way it shows that you are part of our college and gives us a great way of showing how fabulous we are as a group. So there should be no other costs other than your general files and stationery. So I think most of the course fees are somewhere between £80 and £100, and that includes everything for the year.
Okay, brilliant. So that's answered the next question pretty much then. So someone said, do I need to buy any uniform or equipment? So obviously that's
all included, and then we'll arrange that for you, ready for when you start placement. Again, it's usually by October half term, everybody's out on placement and uniformed up and ready to go.
Great stuff. Okay, someone's asked, what types of jobs could I go do after these courses?
Well, I'm going to talk about all 3 courses. So I'll start with level 2. So you can go and be a level 2 practitioner, which means you can get a job after this course, whether that's in a health and social care setting or a childcare setting. Either one, you have got your level 2 qualification. So that ticks a lot of boxes straight away. You can also progress on to level 3. So the level 2 course is designed for those of you that might have an interest in both areas, and then you specialise in one or another when you get to level 3. So you can get a job or move on. If you are doing level 3, these are generally a pathway into university, if that's what you want to do. Or again, you go out into the wide working world as a level 3 practitioner, which would bring you slightly more money than if you're a level 2 practitioner. So either way, they're all vocational courses that have a pathway towards a future career for you.
Okay, brilliant, thank you. Speaking of those careers, someone said, would this be a good course to start on if I want to become a primary school teacher?
Absolutely. So on our current level 3, we have 2 students who are leaving this time and are both going on to university to undertake primary school teacher PGCEs. So absolutely, level 3 is the perfect start for primary school teaching. And if you don't get onto the level 3 this time, you start with level 2 and you build up. So you would either be with us for 2 years or 3 years, depending on which way you go.
Okay, brilliant. Answers that one perfectly. What things have you had students go on to do after completing the course?
Oh, goodness me. I think Lucy commented in her video on the level 3 health and social care. So she's had all sorts from that because it's such a diverse and wide-ranging course that covers birth to elderly. So she mentioned paramedics, nurses, midwifery, health and social care assistants. It opens up a whole heap of doors for all sorts of things within that industry. For more on the childcare and child development side of it, we're looking at primary school teachers, play therapists, teaching assistants, anything to do with children, people working in hospitals, helping support education for children that might be in hospital long term. It is huge. Mental health, which is going to be, something that we're going to have to look at hugely after our current situation. So the choices are vast and varied between all the courses.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Yeah, because definitely a far and wide reaching possibilities afterwards, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I think, after what we've just been through as a country and are going through at the moment, health and social care has become a huge industry that has been well publicised, and a whole heap of respect has been found for our amazing key workers. And this could be an industry that you could flourish in by coming to our course. Absolutely.
Brilliantly put. Okay. I think that's all of the questions we've had come through. I know we've covered quite a lot there. Is there anything else you can think of off the top of your head? I mean, trips, is there any trips involved, anything like that?
There are trips involved. Certainly within the childcare, we like to plan our own, so they'll be chosen by the students and planned, and that way it helps you work how you would do it in the setting with children. So that covers one of our units. I know that Health and Social Care actually did a Christmas markets trip, There are all sorts of things available. Erddig we have been to do some forest schools. So there's all sorts of things available. It just depends on what we decide to do this year and what happens with our current situation, really. But I can guarantee that there'll be some fun stuff as well as the academic stuff.
Brilliant. That's what I'd like to hear.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much, Vicky. So that looks like that's all the questions we've had come through. So this session has been recorded and it will be up on our YouTube channel afterwards. We'll get around to uploading that as soon as we can. So if you're watching that recording now and you're thinking, oh, there's a question that wasn't asked that I could really do with the answer to, feel free to contact us through the website, through social media channels, and we can direct your query to Vicky or the other tutors, whoever it's most relevant to go to, and they'll be able to get back to you with an answer. In the meantime, though, thank you for attending this session. We've got a couple more sessions left for today as well. But for now, thank you for watching and goodbye.
Thank you.